Okay, I started recording, and thank you everybody taking your time of your day. I appreciate that, and so you all have um, um, experienced now the value, the lot of information what Fritz has put together about local lead domination. I think it's great content, but the only thing what makes it great is that you put it to practice. And the number one thing I I think is to make you successful is getting clients. Because if you have 5 clients signed up, you automatically find a solution to deliver that result. You're automatically going to after solutions how to make that phone ring for your customer. If you get paid, let's say 20, 30, 40, $50 for each call, man, how motivated are you to get that phone ring? Because every time when that phone ring, you get money. So that is why we concentrate on this webinar to prospect to get new clients. And actually that is Fred's expertise. He has done a lot of um, uh, prospecting in that area, and he wants to share that with you tonight. So Fritz, take it from here.
Good. Yes. The best way that I've gotten new warm leads is through email prospecting, and I use scraped leads, or scraped contacts. There are many different scrapers out there. Some simple, some not simple, some real cheap, some expensive, but you really want to get the email addresses of the businesses in the niche you're going after. And when I scrape, say using a Yellow Pages scraper, I'll get 25 to 30% of the contacts will have a good valid email. I mean, they're good emails. So that's about what I've found with scrapies and scraping. And a few of the niches that I have in my 12 niche, I have actually gone out and gone to every major city in the country and scraped every content for them. So that's how I got started. And the first niche that I really did this with was locksmiths. And I'm not even sure which state or which city I scraped, but I had about 346. Let me see what I did.
So while you looked it up, Fritz, so we have a lot of attendees in this webinar.
Okay.
I would like you to type in at this point if you have 0 clients or 1 or more clients. So we know where you're at this point, because our goal is to make you successful. So I see 3, I see 0. So I see 1 or more, 5, several, 0, 0, 0, have 2 or more, 5 to 6, 0. So I got the half of you guys now. Does that mean the other half has 0 clients? Or please type in the chat box how many clients you have now, so we know from everybody.
Are all these selling leads, or are they doing other things like SEO or rep management, or
So the users who typed in 0, are you just starting off to go in a local internet marketing, or you do other kind of internet business? So one does SEO and leads, mine are lead gen, but I think those are from just starting. Tracy is just starting. Yes, just want to start with lead gen. 5 lead, 1 reputation. Yeah, reputation works great. Try it with YouTube videos. Top stop in Google, but no phone calls yet. Mike, do you have a client paying you for the phone call, or are you just trying to rank it and then find a client? Want to sell serve to them, starting with lead gen, no clients. Okay, so I think 75% of the members do not have a client yet. So Fritz, if you can bring it them across that they can at least one client by end of the week, that would be so valuable. So take it from there. Try that you bring it on a certain way that end of the week they can have a client.
Did you get that email swipe, or you don't have it?
Yeah. So you want me to put it up?
Yeah, go ahead and put that up.
Okay, I think that is the thing what you wanted me to show, correct, Fritz?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so watch at this, okay, because this is what Fritz has been used and tested over and over again, and it looks so simple, but it worked. So Fritz, explain to me why this so good worked.
Well, the little header up here is actually the header on one of my original sites a year or so ago, and that doesn't really, I don't think the header means that much.
Is it part of the email or not? Is it what
yeah,
you,
yes,
okay.
it's part of the email.
So probably you want to have so probably you send them to your website as a click, and it has the same header, correct?
Yeah.
So
same header on the website.
Yeah.
Right there.
Okay.
And then the click through is right here. It says try us out for 1 week. Click here to get started. That's a clickable link that goes. In this case, it went to locksmithmarketing.net, and that particular site, you can even pull that up after this if you want. Because it basically says the same thing. Fill the form out for 2 free phone calls, guaranteed 40 calls a month, 1 client per city. Of course, this is my number. Keep the clients, no strings attached. If you want to lock in your city, you can pay for just a number of calls only. And then I have a chart here of two different cities. This was I think Charleston, South Carolina, and Chicago. This is the actual chart of the calls my clients got. It was an old company I used to use to buy phone numbers, but the one thing they did have was a chart like this to show the calls. So yeah, this was the email. I sent it out to 364 locksmiths. Just cold call, scraped. Never talked to these people before. It just and the headline. Let me think. Of course, I just used my own email, Fritz at VIPpublishing.net. I didn't use any specific email. You don't want to make it. You don't want it to look like it comes from a business. Actually, you want it to appear like it's coming from a person. And the subject line was locksmith needed.
Actually, that is actually I like that you tell it, because the subject line. So let me type this in the chat box. Okay. What is the subject line again?
Locksmith needed.
Just
Smith, yeah, with the space in between.
Okay. Smith.
That's it.
Needed. Okay, let me put that nice with the subject.
I mean, it's a little deceptive, but actually, I do need a locksmith, right? I do need a locksmith to sell leads to.
Okay.
So
the subject is locksmith needed, and which email did you use? So you said you don't want to have a business email address?
No, I used my own personal email.
How does it? Can you spell it to me?
Well, it's the one you and I use every day, Jack. Fritz at VIPpublishing.net.
Okay,
so
Fritz.
It doesn't matter.
So actually the structure is first name. So first name and
I mean,
then
you could even
maybe
use a Gmail account too. You could use your
at
name at a Gmail account. Yeah,
gmail.com.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
So what you want to do is because if the business doesn't open the email, the whole body of the message doesn't make sense, okay? So what
Right.
Fritz has discovered is you want to use an email address that starts with your first name, so it looks in personal email, and the subject line, locksmith needed, actually that attracts their attention to open that email. And then I hope you see it like what I see, but the 80% of the sale is the offer, okay? So you can have a nice style email, but it's all about the offer. And what Fritz has done in his email is one client per city, because there are a lot of servers out there. They have multiple clients in the city, and even they share the phone calls. So that is covered by that sentence, one client per city. And then he put a guarantee in it, and it's a pretty strong guarantee, I think. But if you're specialized in a certain niche, you know what you are able to do. So then he put the word guaranteed. That word guaranteed that attracts attention, okay? And then he said 40 calls per month. So if you follow Fritz niche Excel files, you will discover that 40 calls for certain keywords in certain cities is achievable, okay? So John, if you have one of Fritz Excel file, you will see that he has a secret formula in it, and it tells 5% of the search keywords will be able to generate the amount of calls. So, but I wanted to, then he put his link in it, try us out, for 1 week. Click here to get started. So that is a call to action, okay? He doesn't go a lot of BS. He just say what the business owners which are busy what likes to hear. One client, guaranteed, try us out, okay? It sounds like no risk. And then he put his image on it, and his image built trust. Because a lot of business, you make business by building up trust. It's not about the money. The first starts with the trust. So that is why he put his image on it, and he put his phone number below that. So if they want to get him call, they can call him right away. Then he close it. Keep the clients you get, no strings attached. If you want to look in your city, you pay for the number of calls only. No SEO, only for the calls. And then he shows an example of a report that shows, every day they get some calls. So that is a secret
That's it.
email. It's very simple. I got a question. Now this is not a polished email, and do you know? Sometimes you don't want a polished email, because when you get a polished email, you are question about this is a big company. They're doing marketing, and Fritz is using that other angle. He's using his personal email address.
Yep. Absolutely.
So it's very simple. Everybody can do this, okay? Everybody can send email out to a business and send out this email. There's no string attached, okay? Then I think I got a question about how looks your website, because I think it's the missing piece in this email, because they will click on the link and they will also have a certain conversion. So Fritz, can you put the link in the chat box for me, please?
Let's see. Right here. It is Smith Marketing.net.
Okay, I got it. So let me try to get it for everybody. Okay, I thought I got it, but now it's not showing.
And I'll
Let's see if I can type it. Locksmith. Locksmith. Do you have for every niche a different website, Fritz?
Every niche is a different website. I'll tell you how I do that again too, and that's why I don't have all the new niche websites done yet, because I'm converting them all over to the new theme. And I should be done tomorrow, the next day. But yeah, every single niche I have a website for the clients to go to and sign up. And then I have a different layout for after I get a client. I have a different layout for, yeah. So
is it exact domain? John, you missed the point, okay? This is not an SEO website. This is where the email have a link, and the link sends them to a website where Fritz want to convert that business to a client. And of course he wants to start with locksmith, because that is, he wants to come across, I'm a locksmith expert. And that is why he used locksmith and marketing. Then he used the same banner, he has a given it, so it has a little bit action in it. And then he has a form on it with a red box. Okay? So it is just, he puts the phone number in the email, but he also sent to a simple website. And probably, I haven't watched that video, but also that will convert pretty good. So, but the attention is in that form, okay? And
yeah, see there you go. You see the thing again. In this one, you even see the cities I'm in. But I also have articles down here in the bottom too. And if anyone wants to type in locksmith marketing into Google, I think I'm near the top, and I haven't done one thing to this site. It has no links, nothing. And for some reason, I get 1 or 2 clients every week from this website. Without doing a thing, nothing,
okay.
Not one backlink.
Yeah, so you cannot use the same URL, but
yeah, you can't use the same URL, but yeah, I mean do
you see, you guys, how complicated this website is? It's very basic, okay? Has no
real basic.
It has a form, that takes a little bit work. It has a very simple image, which I think
phone numbers on everywhere though.
But you see that phone number
everywhere. Yeah.
And then you scroll down. It has not, servers. I don't know what it is, but it has not that many pages. But it has a video. It has where he shows
social proof, right?
Social proof. The results from the calls, but you just use an image. Doesn't need to be for his business. And then he has some articles which helps him with the SEO. Okay, but what you see now, that is the trick. Okay, you see, he has a form, he has a call to action, and he has a video, and probably that video is good. So that is his system. Okay, the system is you send a very simple, basic email with a call to action, with a guarantee in it. Most of the business will probably call from the email, but they also can get to this website.
No, let me tell you the exact stats on that.
Okay.
I sent out 364 emails. I had approximately.
Let me type it in. 364 emails. Okay.
I really don't know how many opened it. I think over 100 people opened the email, which is phenomenal.
Okay.
And I had 16 people filled out the form to receive lead gen services, and only, let me see here. And then just like one or two called me, but everybody filled the form out.
Okay, two
And
calls.
and then out of them, the form said, you know, they wanted to start getting leads. And
So you got two clients. You ended up from those 364. You ended up with two clients.
no, I ended up with, let me see how many here. This was a while ago. I ended up closing like 6 or 7 of them. And the only reason I only closed 6 or 7 is because I didn't have time for the other 10. Because, you know, I didn't have any sites built. I had no pay-per-click campaign set up. So I lost at least 10 clients on that, at least. Because I didn't know that many people would be interested. Now, they're not all quality leads, but to get started, this is the fastest way to get some action going. But now I don't really start unless I get a credit card on file. In the beginning, I didn't even ask. You know, I just wanted clients. You know, I just wanted anybody. And the phone calls started coming in for them, and I got quite a few clients. And I tried this technique with towing, and it worked great. I didn't get as big a response as I did with locksmiths, but with towing, you get more phone calls. Now, in this particular case,
do you have for towing in another website? Is it towing marketing or so?
I'll give you one of my client websites. Hold on, let me type it in there. I got a decent towing one here. This is a client website, not a marketing website. It was, I'll type it in here. Fort Worth, that's right. Fort Worth dash where am I here? Okay. Fort Worth, let's see.
So in the meantime, Fritz is getting that URL. So
yeah.
let's summarize the results, okay? He sent out 364 emails, okay? 364 right. emails. If he had all the time of the world and had set up his stuff, he would have set up 17 clients. He didn't have because 10 clients were impatient. He ended up with 7 clients. So seven clients for 364 emails is about 50 emails you need to send out to get 1 client. Okay, that's the conversion rate. So how hard is it to send 50 emails out? You should be able to do that in 1 day.
Yep. Yeah, here's a...
So I got a repeated question. So were all those locksmiths in one city, or how do you target those? Do I do it by state, or you just...
Yeah, those were, I'm trying to think. I only scraped about, 3,000 to 4,000 emails for locksmiths, so those were like in one major city, like maybe, I don't know, I mean, one major state, like all of Texas or something. I mean, you only get about 25% of emails, so you don't get a lot of emails. And the hard part is, for some niches, it's harder to get emails than it is others, but yeah, it was like maybe one state or 2 states or something. I don't remember which one it was. I could look in lead outcome, but I'm still trying to find list companies where I can get all the emails for all the 12 niches. I have not found that yet. But
okay. So, Fritz, did you have time to find that other URL?
Yeah. I thought I sent it in there.
Oh, you
there
did?
It is right here.
You did?
FortWorth-towing.com.
Oh, okay, I see it. I see it.
Okay. Yeah, type that in, and you'll see the example of the the site that gets calls for a client.
Forward, 1 second, word dash towing, okay. Fort Worth is the city name?
Yeah, Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay.
It's a big city. And
I make a spelling error, of course. Toning, okay, I just call it.
let me make sure that's right.
No, I did it. Okay.
There it is.
So is this the website you send the traffic to, or is this the website you send the email
This is
to?
the one that gets calls for the client.
Get calls for the client, okay?
Yeah, that's why you don't see a form here, because people aren't going to fill a form out if they need a towing guy. They're just going to call the phone number.
Okay. How good convert this site?
When I started the campaign in this city, the guy got 12 phone calls the first day.
But how much traffic did you send to it?
I just turned on the campaign, and I think I probably paid for about 7 or 8 clicks. I got more phone calls than clicks on this particular site.
How much? This is not mobile friendly, correct? That is not this.
Every site's mobile friendly. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if this one still is, but I made my designer, my web guy. Every site has to be mobile friendly, because you get maybe 30-40% of all the calls will come from a smartphone with these niches. So
I think the trick is, that banner and that person with the notebook and call me.
right. You see that?
This website is very basic, I think, but if it works, it works. I think what you want to understand is some people think you need a lot of content on a website, and actually more is less effective. You want to have a strong call to action in it. You want to resonate what they are looking for. So if Fritz has those bullet points in the top: tire repair, car lockout, jump start, fuel delivery, he sponsors property town. This is where he resonate with the website visitor. 24-hour discount towing. That's that makes the call, and then he has a call to action. So you don't need a lot of content. You just need to know what the visitor wants to hear, what they are looking for. You want to summarize it in a statement and have a call to action. That's all what you need.
For these niches, they're looking for a phone number. That's it. They're looking for a phone number. They're looking for validation that you're legitimate, with reviews. That's it. I used to have a form here, but I took that out, and I replaced the form with the image, and it seemed to work better. And look, call me.
No, that makes totally sense, because if you are in a need, you're not going to fill out a form.
No.
So this is website.
That's it.
Fritz use. He has now that nice WordPress theme. So
that's why people. My technique. It's not about being pretty. It's about results and making money, and that there's a difference. It's not pretty doesn't always make money. Ugly sometimes makes a lot of money.
No, what you need, you want to attract the attention, okay? You want to have the eye on the right side, because you see all those links which you cannot see. You don't want, probably Fritz don't want that they visit them. Fritz just want to make them the phone call.
That's just here to keep Google happy. Yeah. So they say the site's okay for pay-per-click. That's all.
You see that? There's a talk behind that.
Yeah. And then I think I have some articles down there or something, or I actually have more videos down in the lower of the page, I've got more testimonials on this page for towing pros, and I've got the pop notify here, but I don't know what works or why it works. I just put on here what I think people want to see. That's it. And
so I got a note from Doug. Brian Anderson says that ugly, not so good looking sites works better. And actually,
you're looking at one.
You have a point, Doug. And I think you want them, the call to action, the offer. That is where you want to put your energy in it.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Those that image shows some testimonials, or on the left bottom. Is those testimonials on the left bottom? Do you make them up, Fritz? Those testimonials?
Yeah, yeah. I hire people from Fiverr and or actors or wherever I can find.
Okay.
Right.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
Did you test with and without them?
No, I've not. And I'm going to have a different site when I convert this to the new theme. It's going to be a higher quality appearance, but it'll still have all the basic things. It will have all the call to action. The header will look much nicer. I'll always have this, get your business found. I'll always have testimonials, but now I'll have a testimonial slider. So now my slider will have all these testimonials going across all the time. So it's everything's going to be better. I might even put testimonials in the header.
So I think what the members want to do is, once you have a client, you want to ask the client to get some testimonials from their customers.
Yeah. Yep.
Sorry.
But these are call to action niches. These people, if your car needs towed away, you don't really care that much who it is. You want the first person that gives you a phone number. Really. And it's, I hate to say it, but I'll let all the pretty web designers do their pretty stuff, and I'll stick with this ugly stuff myself because it works.
So let me clarify. Now you don't personalize to the client on your site. Come on, I think, John, you want to own the domain name. Okay, that is for sure. Okay, because that is helps you to stay in business. The second thing is, I like real testimonials. Okay, you need to get them from someone. Okay, so I like that the business owners put some effort to get those real testimonials. If you switch from client, you can decide if you take those testimonials off and start with the new client. That is an option. But I think you need to eventually put real testimonials on it, and those real testimonials, they sound also better. They have something, a wording in it that come from real clients. So
that's good. It'll be better, but personally, I don't think that will make one percent
difference
at all.
No. Nope. But I think the approach should be try to get real testimonials. Right. But if you start from scratch, it's hard to get those. Okay, and maybe I don't think that Flickr image does so much because it's more. I don't think it belongs to a local website. I think more in the middle, the banner, that makes a difference, and the call to action. But and the domain name. So the domain name is city plus niche. That I think that helps too.
Yeah, I mean, people just complicate things too much. I mean, this is all about getting something up that makes the phone ring and then copying it in city after city after city.
Yeah.
That's it. And in this niche, you can go in big cities and little cities and medium cities, and it'll work.
Yeah.
The hard part is just getting that perfect client that needs your leads and is willing to pay what you want them to pay.
Okay.
That's the hard part.
So let us summarize it, because we started with the goal, can we get one client this week, okay? Because 2/3 of the members don't have a client. So
Right.
Fritz let me get this back. Fritz use this simple template which everyone can make in an hour to send out to the clients, okay? Then he has a link in it to his website, which is very basic, okay? And then he sent out, I think you need to send out at least 200 emails, I think, to make sure you have one client. So how hard is to send out 200 emails? So does everybody feel comfortable what they learned today, that they can sign up a client in 7 days? Okay. Where does the link go, Jack? Jack, the link goes to his, that is an email to sign up clients. That is not an email to find customers for the client. So you go to Frit's website, and from that the business call conversions about 2 clients. What did we say? How many clients you had? 17 clients for, so one client for 50 emails or so. At least, yeah, Fritz, he had more, but he had no time to do all at once. So he ended up with 1 client for 50 emails. So if you send out 50 emails to businesses, you will end up with for sure for 1 client. Okay?
Yeah, I'll give you.
Okay.
I'll give you a little tip that I learned the hard way. Some clients will start asking you questions about your website. You know, they may have a website that they really like and think's good and all that, and can you use my website? I go, no, we have many different properties around the internet that get your phone to ring. Well, where are they? Well, they're just every place else. And they go, are you going to use a website? I go, yeah. They go, well, can I look at it? Well, no, because it's not, you got to make an excuse. And then as they start getting phone calls, they'll start asking more questions. Well, can I see your ad, or where are your ads at? When they start that, you just cut them off, because what they're doing is trying to find out your ad and your website. They're going to go down the street and hire somebody to copy you and cut you out. So tell them nothing, no matter what they say. Don't tell them where the site is, how you're getting them. And if they push you too bad, you just say, I don't think this is for you, and I'm going to stop your campaign and turn the calls off. And almost every time they go, oh, no, okay, just, And that'll happen about 1 out of every 2 or 3 clients. They'll try to figure out how you're doing it, because they want to cut you out, and you can't let them. So don't tell them how you do it. Don't let them look at the site. Don't tell them anything. Just say, you owe me money. You owe me for 30 calls. That's it. So I learned that the hard way a few times. Good clients. They kept asking questions, and all the while they were trying to train their manager to do what I was doing. Okay? Anyway, that's just FYI. Okay? FYI. That's it.
So, Fritz.
Yeah.
Now the client responds either by a form or by a phone call. What is your strategy to convert that prospect to a paying client?
Well, in the beginning, I would just set the campaign up when I didn't know how many calls I were going to get, and I'd run it sometimes 3 or 4 days, and then I would call them back, and they would usually keep going, but not always. Sometimes they will use you to get free customers because they're that desperate for money, and of course you don't want that to happen. So I would probably say we're going to send you leads, we're going to give you a few free, but it's our policy of our business to have a credit card on file so that after those couple leads, we can go ahead and you might get 2 or 3 more at the same time. We can just bill you. And that's going to filter out the people that just want to use you, and they will. I had one towing guy that, I think I sent him, I think he got like 24 phone calls from me, and I never heard back from him. I'm serious. Yeah. So after that, I go, I'm getting a credit card, and after you get 2 leads, I'm billing it. I'm billing that credit card. So that's what I would suggest, because so you don't want the person that's about to go out of business, and you don't want the big guy. You want somebody in between, and make sure they can handle the calls too. A lot of times they don't have the equipment or the personnel to handle the calls, and so they only answer like every other one, and then that's a waste of a call. And that's when I started talking to Jack about Ron Robin, because like in the towing niche, I would always have two clients to start in any city, because you'll give him more calls than he can handle. Locksmith, they can handle it, okay, but they will, and they don't want to pay for the calls that they don't answer. So, that's why. And even in locksmith, certain cities, you may need two customers because they may not be able to handle the calls.
So Fritz, let's get back on closing the client, okay? So you speak with the client and you have him on the phone, and you say, I'm willing to give you some free leads, but afterwards our policy is that we have a credit card on file and you get billed for it. Now let's assume the client say, no. I want first to get those 5 free phone calls, see if they're really good, and then I will decide if you continue. Let's say, and my understanding is you are not accepting this. That's okay. So
I wouldn't now.
So,
but I would if I was just starting, probably.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So if you need more clients, you have 0 clients, you probably accept that deal. So let's say you're sending 5 calls. Okay. Now, what are you doing now to get that credit card? What do you tell?
Well, that's the risk, because you may go back, and if you don't have the credit card.
I understand. So you send the 5 calls. Are you just saying, "Hey, I need your credit card now," or you have another talk to get that client paid? Do you have something?
Oh yeah, you gotta either get it right away before you even give them pre-calls, or you got to get it. I just give them a couple calls to get it.
Yeah, I understand. But are you saying something like, "Hey, I sent you 5 free phone calls, and I can send you the proof. Do you want to continue to use them, or do you want me to send you other business?" Do you use something like that, or how do you play that role?
Yeah, I would just do like an assumption close. I wouldn't even ask him if he wants to keep going. I would just say, "Wow, things are going really good for you. I'm sure you want to keep going and getting a few calls every day. So as soon as I get your credit card on file, we'll keep sending you calls. That's it.
Okay, I think, yeah, so that is what people are looking
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, just say, just assume they're going to get going. Why would you not want to double your business this month? Because you're probably going to just about double it at the rate this is going. So, and you get the credit card, and then I would charge, I would charge that credit card after 1 day of calls to make sure it's good. I really would. I've just been unlucky with a couple bad cards, and
Okay, so are
that's it.
you using the same closing every time what you just said? You know,
Yeah,
business going
yeah,
great. I'm sure you want to continue to use
yeah,
to get those calls.
yeah,
If you let
yeah,
get me your credit card and we all set.
yeah, yeah, and
Okay.
yeah, that's it. It's if he balks at you, you can say, well, I don't really care because there's like 4 other, locksmiths that want these calls, and I wouldn't even, if you want to split them up with these other guys too, that'd be
Yeah,
fine.
but
Yeah,
I want that the members on this call are able to get at least one call and one client in 7 days. So
yeah,
let's concentrate on that. So,
yeah.
um, if you get that credit card on file, how do you going to get the money? So, are you using a certain processor for that, or are you going to the
I
bank?
just have a merchant account, with Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express,
And
and
you go online and you type in the
yeah,
number? Okay.
yeah. I got a few e-commerce websites. I go online and type in their number off their credit card, and it just runs through on the site.
And can you do that
I mean,
also
that's how I
with
do it.
PayPal? Can you also type in PayPal the
Yeah,
credit card? So
yeah,
everybody has a PayPal account on this for my members because they bought my product via PayPal. Uh, so you can do that also in PayPal, Fritz?
yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Probably I
you'd have
need.
to log in and right.
Okay. Probably we need to make a training video on that. But I think that works great. So
Yeah,
so you generate more calls. You count the amount of calls after a week, and you go to PayPal and you get it paid. Or if you use Lead Tracker Jack and they use PayPal, you can set it out. You can set
now
it up automatically.
there may be, and probably will be, at least 1 or 2 like crank calls, or other advertising people calling them. So
Yeah.
if the client's sharp, and you always send them the recordings also. I always send them the recordings at the same time that I get hit their credit card. And then there might be 1 or 2 or calls that he shouldn't pay for, and then at that point you can either just not even charge him for them, or wait till he finds out, or
So
whatever,
so
however
so
you want to do it.
in Lead Tracker Jack,
Yeah,
there are a couple of things you can do. You can agree how a call needs to get count and count as a lead. You can say I send him an X amount of free calls each invoice period, and the invoice period I think can be daily, weekly, and monthly. So you have a lot of flexibility, and with sending that invoice, it will have call details, and you can also send them a weekly or a daily report about the actual calls. Or now you can also send for every call they receive, send them an email. So then you are on top of it. So
I
if you
that's
do
going to
that,
help.
you you bound more with the business. So you can say, hey, this is a call from Fritz
Yeah,
LLC. Hope the client you were able to convert that customer to a client, and have a nice day. So if they see 10 emails per day, now you
good.
will be burned in their head. Okay, and hey, Fritz, I don't need all those spam emails. I need only the calls. So that will help you with being their main lead
Yeah.
generator.
Yep. I can't wait to. You're going to have to kind of train me in your software a little bit, I think.
Yeah. So I got a lot of other questions.
All right.
They are more AdWords related. So
Okay.
do we
Go
want?
ahead.
So let me ask all the members now. Do we want to jump to AdWords, or do we want to stay on? Do you have more questions about converting
Because
to paying
I could
clients?
actually jump off here if that's okay with you, and if there's no questions.
So so let me ask. I see AdWords a lot now.
Oh,
So
that's you. You're the man.
kind of, yes. But, let me ask: is there any questions for Fritz before he leaves? So what Fritz charged for a call is in the Excel file. Okay, that is what he at average charge. PayPal is now the main thing as merchant. The problem is PayPal is very flexible to charge within between. If you want another merchant, you need, as usual, also an authorize.net account.
Yeah.
Because we have everything in authorize.net. So at this point, I have not too many questions about it.
Good.
But eventually, no, I mean about authorize.net. But so that's. So are we getting the new team? If you ordered the OTO, the new team is in the membership side.
Yep.
And the course is in the Excel file, and how much your desktop client getting website shows up on the mobile. Okay, Fritz, do you track how many mobile visitors you get and how much desktop visitors you get?
My pay-per-click accounts, I do. Yeah.
How much is that?
Well, not really the total traffic, but the clicks. Let me think here. I would say
just put it in a percentage.
Yeah, like maybe 50% of the clicks are mobile.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Yeah,
and that's amazing. And you get a lot of calls from that. A lot of calls come from a smartphone with these niches. Sure do. So and those are 15-20% less than the clicks on a laptop. So that helps. That helps. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. All right?
Yeah, thanks, Fritz.
Okay.
Fritz has also a support system. So if you have more questions, and you can always ask me, of course. And actually, the best way to get a hold on Fritz for those general questions is go to the Facebook group and you post that question, and everybody can see that answer. So I want to thank. I see a lot of thanks in the membership side now, in the chat box now, Fritz, for your time. I think you made it very basic how it works. This is a proven system. This is not something what we just think will work. They just worked. And if you send 100 emails, you will end up with one client. And I think
I can't wait for. I want some people to try it, to send some emails out.
Yeah.
You know,
so
see if they get a good response.
So this image, what I show you on the screen, is in the membership site on local lead generation. You just personalize it to yourself. You link it to your own website with a form, and you should have no problem to get one client. Okay. And I'm telling you, having a client change your life if you have 0 at the moment, because speaking about things is different than doing things. That email swipe is in the membership side. So if you go to the membership side, you will find this image. And this is just an image, so it's very easy. I mean, you look up the recording. There's no fancy on it. Okay, it's nothing hard to copy. If you just make now a screenshot, you got it. So with that, Fritz, thank you for your time, and then I'm going to cover AdWords, okay? I think you already signed off. So with that, let me cover AdWords, and see if I can get this up. Okay. Do you guys see my screen now? With my picture on it? Okay, good. So that didn't go too hard, okay? So now I need your attention, okay? Because I need to know your level. I know, like John Anderson, he done a couple of years AdWords, but some of you guys are maybe new. So I need to know how, if you do AdWords, if not, you put a 0 in it, and if you do, you want to enter, how long you are doing AdWords, okay? Because I need to know where your level is. Okay, someone has an MCC account, so he might know more than me. I need to learn Jack Myers, I know. None, but we have a couple of course, okay? Okay, I see about half of the people entering this my question. Are the other half not interested to get the AdWords training? Okay, so I see a lot of yes now. Okay, so Wolf, maybe I forgot. How many of you are the first time on the webinar with me? Did somebody? So okay, there are a lot of. So I'm not going to over all my history, but I can tell you, I do a lot of AdWords. I have more than 50 clients, and this is an old image. Now I think I spent more than $1 million on AdWords, and I do a lot of local internet marketing, and I make it very simple. I have discovered if you do things on a certain way, Google AdWords is not hard. Okay, so stay with me, okay? I don't know, are you now younger? No, Jack, I don't know what you mean with that, but you want to achieve a quality score which is high, because how higher the quality score, how lesser you pay for each keyword that get clicked on. Okay, 10 is the highest, 0 is bad. Okay, typically you will get a 7. Okay, but if you're very good, you will get a 10. Okay, Google AdWords is a chain. Okay, it's like it starts with the keyword, then the ad, the website, and the phone operator. This chain is important. Everybody get this? Keyword, ad, website, phone operator. Okay, and we will cover every step. Okay, now comes the important part. Okay, a keyword needs to be in local intention. Service in, service city, service at, service location. Do you get this? Locksmith in, locksmith location, locksmith place. This is a local intention. So you want to use keyword with a local intention. Forget about when you start off. Forget about the keyword locksmith on itself, okay? put a local intention part on that keyword, your chance that that phone ring is so much higher. Does everybody get this? Type in a yes or no, because if you get this, you are way ahead of all other people who are using AdWords. Okay, I also want to see no. If you don't get it, tell me, okay? Okay, I see one no. Okay, local intent, okay? So, locksmith in, locksmith places, locksmith location, all those have a local identifier, okay? Use keywords with a local identifier, okay? Then the next step you want to get familiar with, a keyword is actually you standing by yourself with your feet in a Google search bar, okay? And you represent that keyword. Somebody is in need, and type in what he is looking for, okay? Get that sense, okay? Get that sense that the keyword represents a human being. Okay, next step. That is the ad. Remember, a keyword is a human being. And look around. Look around to get an answer what they need. And it needs to answer a human being and promise a solution. Does everybody get it? I know it's a little bit new maybe, but once you get it, creating an ad is so much easy. Does everybody get this step? An ad needs to be a keyword, and a keyword is kind of a human being. I'm in need. Can you help me? Okay. I need to open my car. Okay. Can you do that 24/7? Okay. First line is the company name or the keyword in the first line. Okay. Because that resonates with the keyword. Okay. The second line is a pain point. Okay. Most important thing to get it solved. The most important thing what resonates, is your car locked up? Is that can you not come in? Can you not go in your car? Something like that. And the third line, give them solution and an action. The solution is call us now, okay? 24/7. Discounted prices. Call now. That is solution, okay? Does everybody get that? First line, second line, third line? Okay. Here I got an example, okay? You see this? Tampa roofer, okay? That was the keyword. Contractors. Locally owned roofing company. Because they will, most will look for a local service. They don't want a national big company. They want a local company. Get a free estimate today and save, okay? Here you got your solution. Does everybody get this? Simple it is. Keyword, pain point, solution. Okay, now we spoke about the keyword. We spoke about the ad. And then you might say, hey Jack, give me example about what is a good ad, okay? Now I'm giving you a big ninja trick, okay? This is more work than you paid for the whole local lead domination train, okay? You're going to a high search keyword in Google search, and you enter that in Google search, okay? And you scrape the big cities. You put that keyword, you put that URL in the Google keyword tool, and you find out what the most searched keywords are, okay? Now you have the most searched keyword. And once that keyword is determined, you're going back to Google and find those proven ads. An optimized ad based on the findings. Okay, those are 4 steps. I went a little bit fast, okay? Let me repeat it. You want to find out what is the high search keyword for a specific niche. Okay? Then once you have that specific keyword for that niche, you go back and you enter those big city names with, let's say, Locksmith Tampa, Locksmith Tallahassee, Locksmith Orlando, those big cities, okay? And now you're going to see what are those in those big cities, which ads they are using. And then once you have those ad examples, you're going to put together your own ad. But because you have already so good examples from cities, for big cities where they pay a lot for the click, so they are have investigated to optimize that ad, you have a couple of very good examples. Okay? Does everybody get this? Type in a yes or no. Okay, I see a lot of yeses and I see one no, okay? So remember, if you have a problem to find a good ad, type in that keyword with a big city, okay? And those in that big city, those ads are highly optimized. So now you have some examples. And once you have those examples, it's easy to create your own ad. So now you have the keyword, now you have the ad, and next step is going to the website, okay? There are a couple of things important on the website. On the website you want to have testimonials, okay, and social elements, because you want to come across as a represent company, okay? You want to show the phone number and the location in the header. You want to come across as a local company, and that phone number needs to catch the eye. And to build up trust, you add about us and the biography. If you put those elements on the website, you are good. How hard to do is that? It's not that hard, okay? Maybe the biography is a little bit hard when you don't have a client yet, but once you have, you want to type in something. People reading this stuff, okay? When it's all, people think sometimes it's all about price, but price comes at the second place. First, it is about trust, and you're building up trust with those elements on the website. Does everybody get this step? Questions about this? How hard is it to do this? It is not hard. It's just knowledge. This is just knowledge. This is not hard. It's just knowledge. Keep this in mind. Testimonials, social elements, phone number, location, about his biography. When you do these things, elements on the website, you have a much higher chance that the phone will ring. Okay. What is important for the quality score? Okay. Of the quality score, the image account, impression share, and the search keyword. So the quality score, you want to, I don't know which slides comes next. Okay. So let me go over the quality score. Who has heard about the quality score? Type in a yes or a no before this call. I see a lot of yeses. Are there some no's in it? I only see it. Okay, I see one no, two no's. Okay. Okay, listen. Monte has a lot of experience in it, so I'm not sure what you will learn tonight, but let me know if you miss something. So quality score. I found out that if you use local intent keywords, when your ad is converting. That means there's a high click-through rate. And when you put on a website where they stay on for 1 or 2 minutes, your quality score will be very, very high. Google wants to provide content to the visitor. Okay? So now that visitor will make the phone call because you deliver to them what they are looking for, because of the local intent keyword, local service, and you have a call to action on the website. Okay? So the time of how long they stay on the website is important, and if they click to the website, and that is why I'm saying to you, put those links on the website, testimonials about us and location, they will click to your website. So the bounce rate is low. Then there's something like impression share and search keyword. Forget about those things, but think about quality score does matters. And when you use local intent keywords, you have an ad with a high click-through rate, and you offer on the website what their visitors are looking for, your quality score will be good. Okay, then in Lead Tracker Jack, you have you can track each keyword, what has been used to make that phone call ring. So this is a little bit advanced. If you are new in AdWords, I'm not sure if you want to go in this direction, but if you are experienced in AdWords, you need to go in this direction, because you will sort out the keywords which works and which doesn't work. Okay, and that can all be done in Lead Tracker Jack. And then here it shows how to do it, and I have a special training. Yeah, losing on this. Okay, I know, Rob. Forget about it, because that is the next step. You don't need that. Yeah, we have a tutorial about the keyword analyzer in the call series. So forget about this. Okay. If you are experienced in Google AdWords and you want to bring it to a higher level, you want to use it. If you are new, don't do it. Okay. Just do this. Okay. Do a local intent keyword. Local intent keyword. Search for an ad in big cities and compose your ad and put those elements on the website. That's all what you need to remember. If you do this, you cannot go wrong. Okay? So with that keyword analyze tracking, I know exactly what was used when they make the call, but I don't want to discuss it tonight, because 75% of you guys haven't used AdWords now, and I want to keep it simple. And if you keep it simple, you are you are still better than 90% out there, because they don't get those simple steps, and it's not that hard. Okay, so keep it simple. Keyword, use local intent, go put those keywords in big cities, look at those ads, compose your own ad on it, and put those elements on the website. That's all what you need to know. Okay, there's no more to it on the basics. So does this, I know you guys asking for me for an AdWords training. Does it answer your expectation? I see a lot of yeses, so thank you. Okay, so let me answer some some other questions. You have minimum one site for each client, right? Yes. Each client has an own URL. How to use About Us business owner when I'm doing locksmith site in another state. So those locksmiths are franchise, so they have a person who is responsible for that location. Get some social elements on it, put his picture on it. Will it be a recording? If everything goes well, yes. But if you have all those elements and still have a quality score of 3 of 10, I don't believe that you will have, okay? If you do what I'm telling you, told you, you will have between 7 and 10. Fritz has, yeah, own site for each client, yes. Yeah, I might do that. How to do everything from A to Z, setup and everything. But I think, but with this you have a good start. So now you know the keywords, you know the ad, and you know how to with elements the website needs. Okay. And with Fritz, you had a strategy to find a client, and now you have a fulfillment. Okay. Do you add your trackage number in your AdWords to minimize clicks? Kind of do one so. Sorry. Yes, you want to have able that they can also call from the ad, but you will have. Thank you. Sorry for that. You will pay Google for that too. Yes. So there's a very good question. I know that shows that you are more advanced. So you created an ad with you have a high click-through rate. Okay. Now that website, what you have, needs to answer the ad. You cannot say, I promised you a lot of discount, and on the website you're not referring that to anymore. Okay. So that people are looking for the discount and they will just click away. You want to match the headline of the website what has promised in the ad. So you want to make that in line. If you promise 24/7 in the ad, you need to show 24/7 also on the website. If you promise discount, you also have that discount on the website. Does that make sense? Do you use phrase and exact Monte? That's actually a very good question. I use broad. With local intent keywords, I feel comfortable to only use broad. Does that mean all my clicks are valid? No. But after a while, you can look up what is the actual search keyword, where they clicked for, and then if you see that element of that search keyword was actually not what you are offering, you take that part of that entered keyword and you put it as a negative keyword. That is how I do it. Local intent keywords don't have a lot of impressions, okay? But the clicks you get have a high probability that they take an action, that they call or fill out the form. And actually, we want to go over, make the phone call at this point to immediate action, or for locksmith because you have a need, or if you are in a niche which has not an immediate need, they can wait the next day, like say real estate, you can have a form on it. And with lead tracker jack, you can also track all those submitted forms. So I know it's a lot material what you got tonight. I think so. Will you be covering split testing techniques? It's actually very simple. There's no high math in it. So what you do, Karen, is now you have found a couple of ads. You know which keyword to go after. Okay, you enter that keyword in big cities. Okay, use your keyword big city, and you get all those ads. 10, 30. You get those big and you get those ads. You put together an ad, okay? At the same time, you put in kind of different ad together, okay? And you run it and you let it run. And if you see big difference, you pause the ad who has the lowest click-through rate and you create a new one, okay? Some you want to do with www.domain.com, sometimes without www, so there are small changes. But sometimes you want to say 24/7, or you want to use the word discount, or you want to use the word call. You're going to create, and you always have at least 2 ads running, okay? Because eventually you will come up with an ad will have a high click-through rate and also generate a lot of calls. So that is important. Only high click-through rate will not tell everything, but you want to make sure that what you offer in the ad match what the company is offering. If you say 24/7 in the ad and the company is not offering 24/7, don't use that in the ad. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, and if you want to make sure in the beginning at least that the ad is only running when the business is open. Okay, when the business is closed at night or not, and in the weekend, you don't want to run that ad during those time. Okay, because it is lesser likely that they will call when the business is open, because people want to get help right away. Have you ever had run 2 ads at the same time? I don't know what you mean with the same time. Google will only show 1 ad at a time, but you will test 2 ads at the same time. So you will enter ad 1, ad 2, and Google will show equally which ads to run. And in certain clicks you can determine which ad is better. You pause the bad ad and you define a new ad. And eventually your click-through rate will go to 5 to 10% because you use local intent keywords. If you want to remember one thing from this webinar is local intent, okay? Because that will help you to waste a lot of money. Many people don't append a city to a search. That is correct, okay? You get lower amount of clicks, okay? But when you start off, you still get quite a bit local intent keywords, and the local intent is not places, it's also in, at, nearby, zip code. Come up with those local intent things what belongs to that keyword, and you still have enough calls to start off, okay? I don't want that you spend a lot of money and you don't know results. Even when the website is not 100%, if you do local intent keywords and you put that ad up as I explained, you still have a high chance that you get that phone ring. Okay, let me answer one long question. When you set up your geo-targeting, let's say 20 miles radius, only search in that radius will show your ads. Many people will search for transmission repair without the quotes. Would you use that keyword in your campaign, or would you? So to answer that question is, if you are new to AdWords, use local intent, okay? If you have a system that generates money, you say, okay, I got 10 clicks, I got 8 calls, and I make $240, okay? Now I have some money to spend, okay? Now I can bring it to the next level and I want more calls. Then what you're going to do is you're not going to do local intent keywords, but you make sure that the ad is local intent. Like let's say keyword city. So you want to make sure before the person clicked on that ad knows you are local business, okay? You compensate that a little bit with your ad. You will have not such high conversion rate from clicks to calls, but you will have more clicks and you can still be profitable, okay? So you say, if for example, do I need brake repair in Tampa or do I only need brake repair in? And I think brake repair in is enough. You don't need brake repair in Tampa. There's local intention plus local intention. In is enough. But I would use brake repair in or brake repair in and brake repair Tampa. Does that make sense? So a local intent is in ad places, okay? Before we can use Fritz email swap, we need our own website, right? Yes, you want to set them up, send them to your website to convert them, okay? And have you seen how simple it is? You should be able to do it in one day. And then you create your ad. So you would use broad match keyword for local intent, but how do you track the everyone clicks? In Google AdWords, you can go to the day after, you can go to the actual search keyword, and then you can see if that keyword has local intent or has something negative in it. So that is the next step, okay? I don't want to make this system too complicated. There are still a lot of first-time users in AdWords, and if you know 90%, you're still good, okay? You don't need to know the 100% to make this system work. Okay, so use local intent keywords, scrape an ad, use an ad what is used in big cities, put some elements on the website, and you are 80%, 90% good, okay? So I used to use all matches, but so for local intent I only use broad, okay? For not local intent keywords, I use all the three matches, broad, phrase, and exact, okay? Jack, you don't use Fritz system? I'm starting to use it now. I did not. I'm at a level that clients call me, and I'm also serving franchise systems. So that's my position at the moment. And I have so many things going on, so I still have enough clients finding me. So I don't think you want to put me as an example, but I think at your position I would follow Fred's system to get clients, and I would follow my system to use AdWords. For local intent, use broad, correct. Otherwise you don't get enough clicks, and they are still your conversion rates are still good. And that enhance, so when you open a new account, you will automatically see the latest update from AdWords. If you have an existing account, you know, they change some settings and they call it enhance. It's just another way to for the settings. So it's not a day and night difference, just another way to define the settings. So I don't want to overload you with information. Now you got a good example and training how to get a new prospect, and you got an example, a very good example to fulfill. So you don't need more at this moment. Okay, so does everybody feel they got fulfillment because I offered it as a bonus for some of your members for buying local lead generation? Okay. Yeah, things are actually very simple when you know how to do it. Thanks, Mike, for staying up so late. Um, Rob, when I have time, I will create some more videos. I have too many things to go in every detail and make videos for everything. So just do it and you will succeed. So with that, I appreciate if you guys want to leave a comment in Facebook. Okay, that is actually what I would appreciate if you would take that step for me. I don't know if I have I don't know what you guys see now, but probably an ugly screen. Yeah, your PP screen. I don't know what PP screen is, but PowerPoint. Okay, I still see my PowerPoint screen. That's I cannot send in the moment. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see if I can get this fixed, and then okay. Then I can't send the note anymore in. Oh, I got it here. Okay. Do you see all that link now, or everybody see that link? What I just put in it. So please go to Facebook and enter what you think about this webinar training, and also ask questions if I didn't answer them. So then I get better feedback if you like it or not, so I can use it for the next training session. So with that said, I appreciate your time, and every Tuesday we have a regular lead tracker jack training.